So it's a brand new year, time for change and new and exciting projects. And one thing I'd like to change this year is how much I post on YouTube. I really love sharing my projects with you here, and you seem to enjoy them too. So today I'm diving back into the world of 3D printing to share with you the process behind the creation of my latest 3D printed character. As a quick disclaimer, I am not a professional painter or 3D printer by any means. This is purely a hobby for me. But nonetheless, I hope you learn something new and get inspired to create something of your own. Now sit back, relax, and let's get to work. Preparing a model for 3D printing can seem much more complex than it probably really is. And the question I get asked the most is, how do I create the shapes and holes that allow various parts to fit back together after printing? And the answer is simply booleans, taking one object and using it to cut the shape into another for a nice smooth fit. After that, I tend to use a tapered object to boolean a hole, and then I attach a slightly smaller version of that object to the part that this is going to connect to. Depending on what resin or materials you're printing with, you'll need to test and account for various amounts of expansion. Just remember, it's easier to fill in these holes than it is to cut and take away. And you might be thinking, wait Keelan, this isn't Blender. And you'd be right. Recently, I took some time over the holidays to learn ZBrush. It has some amazing 3D printing tools, and I also figured it wouldn't hurt to become more versatile as a 3D artist. You can do this exact same process in Blender anyway, it's just that ZBrush is much quicker at booleans, so this saves me a lot of time. From there, it's over to Chitubox for slicing. And many of you told me off last time for not hollowing out my pieces and saving a lot of resin, so what I tend to do now is to use automatic lightweight supports with a raft shape of skate, and then I tend to hollow out the larger pieces before adding holes in hidden areas to clean out the inside. And with that, this model should now be ready to be sent to my 3D printer for printing. Now it's over to 3D printing, and I can probably sit back and not talk so much and just let the video work for itself. But before we do, I just wanted to give a quick thank you once again to Elegoo, who have always been incredibly supportive of my 3D printing journey. My entire 3D printing setup is now completely filled with Elegoo, and today I'm going to be printing on the Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra. This printer is amazing, and I think the quality of the prints really speaks for itself. For the most part, I tend to use water washable resin for ease, but Elegoo recently sent me out a whole bunch of rapid standard resin, so I figured I might as well use it. It's time to get this into the curing station ready for some sanding. And while this is curing in the background, I just wanted to let you know that my Blender for Beginners course is currently on sale and takes you from Blender Beginner all the way through to modeling, sculpting and rigging your first characters. So if you'd like to kickstart your Blender journey with me, head on over to the link in the description and give it a go. Now let's go check up on the 3D print. So now it's time for the reveal, and if you made it all the way to the end, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you taking the time to chill out with me today. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed. But now, enjoy the reveal, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.